Good morning, y'all, and welcome to session 12 of our Advent devotional series. This morning's scripture will be in the book of 1 Kings, chapter 11, verses 1 through 13. So if y'all are ready, let's get started. And the word says, King Solomon, however, loved many foreign women besides Pharaoh's daughter, Moabites, Ammonites, Edomites, Sidonians, and Hittites. They were from nations about which the Lord had told the Israelites, "You must not intermarry with them, because they will surely turn your hearts after their gods." Nevertheless, Solomon held fast to them in love. He had 700 wives of royal birth and 300 concubines, and this makes me uncomfortable. And his wives led him astray. As Solomon grew old, his wives turned his heart after other gods, and his heart was not fully devoted to the Lord his God as the heart of David and his father had been. He followed Ashtoreth, the goddess of the Sidonians, and Malek, the detestable god of the Amorites. So Solomon did evil in the eyes of the Lord. He did not follow the Lord completely, as David, his father, had done. On a hill east of Jerusalem, Solomon built a high place for Shamash, the detestable god of the Ammonites. He did the same for all his foreign wives, who burned incense and offered sacrifice to their gods. The Lord became angry with Solomon because his heart had turned away from the Lord, the God of Israel, who had appeared to him twice. Although he had forbidden Solomon to follow other gods, Solomon did not keep the Lord's command. So the Lord said to Solomon, "Since this is your attitude, and you have not kept my covenant and my decrees, which I had commanded you, I will most certainly tear the kingdom away from you and give it to one of your subordinates. Nevertheless, for the sake of David your father, I will not do it during your lifetime. I will tear it out of the hand of your son. Yet I will not tear the whole kingdom from him, but will give him one tribe for the sake of David my servant, and for the sake of Jerusalem, which I have chosen." Give me a minute while I compile my thoughts together, as well as a scripture summary, please. Okay, here are my thoughts as calmed down as possible, but let's first discuss our scripture summary. What I wrote down is, don't break the covenant of marriage just to please others. That comes from 1 Kings chapter 11, verse 4. Now, I realize in the Old Testament that it was very common to have multiple wives and multiple children with those other people. But as a Christian in today's world, it is very frowned upon to do those types of things with someone you're not absolutely committed to. And I, for one, believe that until you are in a committed, married relationship, you should not even think about doing those things. And God clearly told Solomon, he said, do not do those things, otherwise it's not going to end up good for you. And what did Solomon do? He did exactly the opposite of what God told him not to do. And therefore, Solomon was led astray for many, many years. And he put his faith in other worldly items rather than listening to God in the first place. Moral of today's scripture: don't put your faith in worldly items and other things. That is all for today's devotional. Thank y'all so much for watching. Have a very blessed rest of the Christmas season, and I will see y'all on Wednesday morning. Thank y'all so much for watching, and have a blessed day. Bye, everybody.